Okay, is it working now? Hey, it's working now. I don't know what I did to fix it, but it's working. Hi, hello, my desk is a mess. I have not read any of the books from last week, so they are all piled up right here. Plus, I got Doug TeNapel all over the place here, because he's Doug TeNapel. He just kind of goes wherever he wants, man. You're like, yo, Mr. Earthworm Jim, please do not occupy my entire desk, and then he just does it anyway, because he's a gigantic hardback book. He can do whatever he wants. But hey, Ninja Weasel, sorry for any weird sound stuff. And yes, this is obviously the new Irish Book Day. It's working now? Yeah, great. I have no idea what timestamp you're at, but that is good to know. That really stunk, like that, because it surprised me. I figured the mic would, continue working. But apparently, somehow OBS forgot that OBS knew about the microphone. I'm not really sure, what's up with that. We're gonna go ahead and bag this up, back the way it was, kind of like that. We're gonna put it back in the box too. And let's see, we'll put the book here back into its plastic too. Make it super secure. This is a beautiful, beautiful book, man. Camera looks like it's at a really funky angle. We'll straighten that out in a second. I've been home for a little bit, but I had to do some stuff, and as soon as I get done here, I gotta go do some more stuff. Work calls, It'd be nice to not be in that position, but it is what it is. Hold on, something's wrong here. There we go. Look at that Mike Mignola Earthworm Jim on the back. Pretty dope piece, huh? Glad you're here again. Love these streams. Well, thank you, Jackson Zelda. Thank you for dropping by. I'm afraid I'm going to, like I was just saying, going to have to probably cut this one a little bit short because my day job calls, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's pack this guy away back in his box. Which is a really cool box, too. It's just the post office tried to murder it. Like, look at that dent, man. The whole box is like that. Like, they have just done a number on this thing. I think they really didn't want me getting my Earthworm Jim. I don't know. There we go. Flip this up. I mean, you can even see, the damage from the interior of the box on the bottom there. Like, that's a pretty big dent. Thankfully, cardboard is some pretty tough stuff. Or at least it can be. Alright, let's get this back in position. Sorry, I gotta take it away from the camera so I can actually fold this back into place. Looking forward to reading that Earthworm Jim too, but that's gotta take a bit of a back burner to all the other stuff I gotta read. That was kind of what happened over the weekend, is I ended up reading an entire short box full of stuff. Yeah, it is beat to heck. But I read an entire short box full of stuff instead of reading my newer books. I don't know. The older stuff sitting in that pile they were sitting there and they were calling to me. They were like, Elizibar. Kind of like Orange Joker was doing the voice, except, he's not here doing the voice. But you can pretend he is. I'm gonna plug my headset for a second. Like, when I say I read a whole box full of stuff, I'm not kidding. There's just so much junk over here that I just read. Let's see. The comic shop newses don't count. That Rags issue doesn't count. Okay. This is stuff that doesn't count over here. But I finally, after 2 years, read Cyberfrog. It's alright. And it's Ashcan. And apparently I hadn't read Lady Death Blasphemy Anthem. I don't know. It was in the to-read stack, so I read it. Read this. I don't know why that was in my to-read stack. I kind of just flipped through that one. Those weren't actually as good as I thought they were going to be. Let's see, Rags, El Crudo. Oh, right, and I read, I can't show you most of this cover. I read that. And then I read both of those. That was very surprising, and actually that was surprising too. They weren't great, but they were okay. I might do 1-minute reviews of these Tales from the Dark Multiverse books. What else I got in this box that I read? Let's see, I know... Pretty sure I said I read that Ghost in the Shell 1.5. That was pretty dope. I read Children of Eldair Volume 3. I didn't actually read Sandman, but for whatever reason I wasn't in the mood even though it was in the pile. I got a bunch of Youngblood here. Some stuff I can't show you. And then let's see. I'd already read Stars. Oh, I read Batman Hush, Dark Multiverse Hush, which was really fun. That was kind of boring. Plague Doctor was weird. That was just weird. That was disappointing. This, Thanos Wins, was actually really good. And I don't remember if I'd read Hellwitch the Forsaken already, but I read it again. No, I hadn't read it already, because it was like totally like, what the heck is going on in this book? I don't even know. So I read all this junk over the weekend instead of reading something that I just bought for whatever reason, you know, as the case may be, as the fancy may go. And I can't see my chat, so if you're wondering why I'm not answering any comments, that's why. I'll be looking over there in a second. But that's what I did instead of reading stuff I could do comic book reviews of. That was topical. Maybe not the best choice. I mean, all that stuff is still sitting like right here. Okay, good. Nobody had said anything. Which, I gotta admit, like, I did flip through Deep Beyond #1, and it looked really cool. It was cool enough that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hole up on reading this and read it when I can give it, like, my full attention. Now, I need to fix my camera, because this thing is so not in the right position. First, we need to do that. Actually, I think that might have just fixed it. It looks a little, the opposite of fish-eyed. So is that concave instead of convex? Yeah, I don't care. Alright. This week's books. I'm short a book. I am short a book that I should have had. And that kind of stinks. We're listening to Planet 29. It's an album of royalty-free music that I have the rights to stream. Or use when I'm streaming, I guess I should say. I don't think I could, like, literally just make, like, a station that did nothing but stream this. That probably violates the spirit of the license, if not the technicalities. I wouldn't do that anyway. Boy, everything's so dusty in my house. I gotta do some spring cleaning, man, now that spring is here. Although, it snowed. You believe that? I heard Colorado got it really bad. I heard they got like 3 feet out there, man. Which is funny because one of my coworkers went on vacation to go skiing in Colorado. So he was there for the big snow, which that's like some super convenient, awesome timing. Whew. I can catch my breath for a second. Alright. So, got my books of graham crackers. I went to Westfield, but they had already closed. I guess they changed their hours. Let me look that up real quick. WestfieldComics.com. What are your new hours? They were posted on the door, but I, being a nerd, did not look. More Westfield. West Side. Yes, that is the store. Oh, their website still has their downtown store listed, but they don't have that store anymore. In fact, I don't think that their website is updated with the correct hours, so I guess we'll have to show up like in the middle of the day one day, which kind of stinks. Kind of stinks. So I don't have my Hotline Miami book. I'll have to pick that up later. But I did go to Graham Crackers, and at Graham Crackers you get 3 comics out of the 50-cent bin. And I grabbed these, man. I don't know if this one's any good or not, but it's been taunting me for a couple of weeks. Like, I keep picking up books next to it. So I just went for it. And I'm not really impressed with the book, but I am kind of impressed with this advertisement. Hello, Artemis. Hubba hubba. Look at that. She's got like a skull on her like thigh highs. Like do you act, like if you're walking along and you got big spikes on like the inside of your thighs, do you just like stab yourself all the time? Like, how does that work? How does that work, I ask you, my faithful audience? I don't know how that works. I'm going to guess badly. So I got that. We'll see if it's any good. It's got some kind of water damage or something to the feel of it on the back. It doesn't feel right, but that's okay. Then I picked up 2 Superman books. I don't think I have... I guess one of them's technically a Supergirl book, but it's Action Comics. And I don't think I had either of these. I got this one because it had the Action Comics, you know, Superman grabbing the car homage cover. One of the more played out homages, but it sure ain't Spider-Man 300. Now that, oh, that is a played out homage. And then this one, I don't really know what's going on here, but it looks like a robot cop is electrocuting Superman with Kirby dots. That's my guess. Did the Kirby dots? Either way, I got it because I like that kind of stuff. And maybe it turns out it's terrible. Maybe it turns out it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's right there. What is that? Does that show up in the camera? Oh, it does. See, it's like a braided off, it looks like. Maybe a water drop hit it. That's so weird. Hey, the Crow. Wait, that's City of Angels. Isn't that the second one? Ninja Weasel, you're a movie guy. The Crow City of Angels is the second one, right? Is it any good? I don't think I've ever seen it. I mean, Brandon Lee was already dead, right? So how could it be good? But maybe it is. I don't know! So that's the free stuff out of the 75-cent bin. You go to Graham Crackers, you get 3 of them. Free. You just pick them up and go. You don't even have to buy anything. They're just giving them away, man. Which reminds me, I should have took my notepad with me today, because I totally got to ask Sean if he can hook me up with Team Youngblood 1 through 6. Because that'll let me complete my Team Youngblood run. See, in the second one it was bad, but the soundtrack was solid. I would expect you to know these things. And you did. Thumbs up. Man, this soundtrack is like just so driving, dude. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. So, like it says on the stream title, even though this is St. Patrick's Day, and by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day for everybody with a little bit of Irish in them, a little bit of Scots in them. Like, to everybody. Why segregate? Everybody. First was sorcerously assembled. Oh, that's a word. I'm not sure I can actually show you like the whole title because she's kind of bottomless here, but Carmen #1. Some people on the Rags Discord were like, this book is amazing. So, and weird, and does she not wear pants she doesn't wear pants in the entire book. She is not wearing pants anywhere in the book. Well, now I see why those people liked it. But the first page of the book, like, that's pretty cool looking. I don't know what it is, but it sure looks pretty cool. So we'll see how I feel about that. And sorry, I cannot show you the cover of the book because we will get banned off of YouTube. And I would rather not get banned off of YouTube. Did I just get banned off YouTube? No, the stream's still live. Okay. Whew. Yes. Ah, success. The sweet taste of success. So, I don't really know what I'm getting into with that book. This book, on the other hand, I do know what I'm getting into. And that's weird 200 BC questing stuff where Alexander the Great has been turned into the Archangel Metatron and is trying to destroy the world. Yeah, I don't really get that either, but it's kind of fun in that kitschy way like the prophecy movies are. If you've never seen them, they star Christopher Walken as the Archangel Gabriel, and that's really all you need to know about those movies. That's pretty much all you need to know about this book series too, is it feels kind of like you're reading like the prequel to that stuff. Sometimes I really like the art in this book from Mad Cave. Sometimes I don't like the art. And apparently this stuff like sold out like hotcakes in the first few issues. Fortunately, Mad Cave, they hooked me up with some of the issues, which was pretty cool. Definitely pretty cool of them. Oh yeah, you know why you have the little dip in your lip. I know the answer to that, Ninja Weasel. It's because when the little kid was in his mother's womb, he told him a secret, And then he said, shh. Yeah, I know. Good movie. The sequels, not so much. But boy, that first one, that was pretty good. So anyway, it's just like some weird angel on angel combat. And I'm missing like issue 4 or something here. So there's like a whole chapter where like the devil is hanging out with giants in the giant city or something, and I just don't have like none of that. I have no idea what happened in that issue. But it must not have mattered because, you know, I read the next one and it was fine. I'm just sorry, I was just listening to the music for a second there. I was like, it's pretty rockin'. And that leaves just one more book. And I think this is supposed to come out next week. But I have it this week. Yeah, Batman White Knight Harley Quinn number 6. Cool looking cover. I like the way Gotham is portrayed in the background there. Like, it's very classic. Very Batman cartoon universe too, because they've got like the blimps or whatever with the spotlights and stuff. I almost don't want to open this because I don't want to spoil it for myself, but we're going to open it and we're going to spoil it a little bit. Nice cardstock cover. Got the little glossy there on the character and the title. Ooh, got glossy on the back too. Definitely cool looking. The Joker is dead. Batman's behind bars. Yeah, well, Batman broke out of being behind bars. He ambushed Jason Todd into prison and stole his gear because he's Batman. Why not? You'd think Jason Todd would be a little less susceptible to being ambushed by Batman in a prison, but you know. Oh man, I know I just whacked the microphone with the book, but I smelled as soon as I opened it up, had new comic book smell, man. The ink and the coating of the book just kind of came off, and it was like getting in that brand new car, you know. And you sit in there and you're like, man, I smell all these toxic chemicals coming out of the vinyl and plastic in here. This is perfect. This is what I want my car to smell like all the time. And I just got that with this brand new comic book. Brand new comic book smell as I opened up to this page, which must mean this page is incredible. Actually, looking at it, these two pages do look pretty cool. Nice little fight sequence. Definitely looking forward to reading this. I might read it. I might find some time tonight, even though I gotta hop back over and do real work. I might find some time to read this tonight. That way I can have a review up like tomorrow or something. That would be pretty cool. I'd be like a week early on everybody else because this is supposed to come out next week. Clever idea. I remember when I busted out, I think it was Death Metal 7. And I had it like a week early, and I had a bunch of comments like, how did you get this week early? I'm like, I don't know. I just went to my shop. The guy gave it to me. But apparently, Lunar is not as persnickety when they ship stuff at the wrong times about as like Diamond was. Like, I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what seems to be the case. My shop man, he gets stuff in, and if it's on your pull list, he just goes ahead and drops it in your box, even if it's not on the street date yet. For DC titles. He doesn't do that for stuff distributed by Diamond, but frankly, Diamond, if they screw up and they ship you something early, like, Diamond just needs to suck it up and let people sell it. Let's see, nothing like that new comic book smell, or old comic book smell for that. Well, that depends on the old comic book smell, man. There's nothing worse than getting an old comic book out, like at a yard sale or something, and you open it up, and it smells like mold, you know? It's got that kind of musty, like, makes your nose kind of rankle kind of thing, even though it doesn't actually stink. Like, you can smell the infection coming out of the paper. That's no good. But otherwise, I know what you mean, man. That slightly decayed newsprint. It's gone from like white pages to cream. Hasn't turned brown yet. And it's got that like old newspaper smell. Like, yeah, I know that smell. The smell of newsprint, and it's a pretty good one. It is definitely a pretty satisfying one. But the hold on, I'm gonna huff some new comic book smell. Oh man, I think I smelled graphite too. in that. Primo. Let's flip to a different page here and see if there's something else cool going on. Man, this poor kid. He is so going to end up murdered by his nanny here at some point. Like, or his mom for that matter. Like, his whole life is not going to go so well from this moment in time. But that's what happens when you're, like, obsessed with Harley Quinn, right? Like, weird things. A lot of weird stuff in this book. It's been a great read, though. It's been absolutely a great read. So that's all I got this week. The book I can't show you. There. I think that's risque enough right there. You can see her head and the part of the title, Carmen. These 2 Action Comicses. Free stuff. You gotta love the price of free. And then these 2 books. Not a whole lot to pick up. I should have had Hotline Miami, the next issue. And I knew, somehow this morning, I knew I should have just, like, went on at lunchtime and got it. But I didn't, and then I was a little late. I was a little late doing everything. So that's the new stuff. And as a reminder, I still got like this pile of stuff over here. Some of these alternative things I've already read, like T-Bird and Throttle, Downcast. I've already read the stories in those. But not all of them. Red Koi, there's like a bonus story in that. I got to go read. And then there's approximately 1 mojillion... Ooh, Baron Rat. 1 mojillion other things over here. The next issue, Vampire. I'm probably not going to do a review on that. I don't think anybody cares about that book but me. Which, that's okay. It's okay to like something that other people don't like. I just feel very nerdy when I read it. Sea of Stars number 9. Definitely doing a review of that. Review of Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood. That's definitely got to come up. Probably not doing a review of this 50 cent bin stuff from last week. Probably not doing a review of Vampirella either. But I might just do a review of Deep Beyond 1 and 2. If I find them pretty interesting. Now, I got some more stuff I still got to read over here too, but... Excited to hear the alternative reviews. I really like the Baron Rat. Ooh, you really like Baron Rat? I like Baron Rat because it reminds me of the joy of reading a newspaper strip. Like when you're a kid, you know? It brings back that kind of, this is just for fun feeling. But some of this stuff I definitely got to go do reviews of. I might do a review of the Red Koi issue 3 or maybe the extra story from the Giant. It came out on Wednesday, might get a review. I don't know. Reviewing anthologies is weird. But Tinseltown, definitely getting a review of that. Because I like Tinseltown a lot. David Lucarelli. Doing a pretty good job writing that. I got a few other things over here. Matt Weldon drew this Plus Ultra stuff that has been on my to-read list for like 2 years now. And I still got to read Common America Volume 3. And I might still have to read Volume 2. I don't remember. Where is Volume 2? Somewhere I have Common America Volume 2. And I probably need to read it. So I got a ton of stuff I still got to read and get through. And I got a big stack of indie books right underneath my desk that need to be sorted into their correct boxes. There's probably 150 issues here. Like, it's bigger than a short box, but not nearly as tall as a long box would be. Okay, I need to go. So, as much as I love chatting with y'all, and I really do appreciate you spending your time with me, in a perfect world, I'd be able to keep going, but the day job calls. I know, it's like 10 p.m. here, and I need to get back on and do some email and stuff like that, because if I don't, tomorrow is really, really gonna suck. Thanks for making that really dramatic soundtrack. Thank you so much. So Ninja Weasel, Jackson Zelda, ordinarily I try to go for like 45 minutes or something. I got a jet. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hey, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. You all have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. I'm going to do the thumbs up, and then I'm going to wait a little bit, and we'll end the stream there. So, boom! Thumbs up.